Hey guys, welcome to Sippin' and Spillin' with Sid from 3 Mississippi. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, hi, Bunk. It's warmer than it's been. It's like 40 degrees right now out here, so it's not too terribly chilly, which is a first for like the last, I don't know, while. We've had, freezing temps and everything's been frozen, and Bunko's been sleeping in the house because it was too cold outside for little Bunk to be on the front porch. Mike even brought him in last night for one more night. But he's back outside now, at least until we get below 20 degrees again. When it gets in the low 20s or below 20, Mr. Bunk comes inside for a little while at night. But Mike has been, in fact, you may hear some of it in the background. He's working on it right now, diligently working on the Brooder. And he got mad at it last night, and he stayed out there until I think 11 o'clock last night working on it. I had a big day at church today with one of the ministries that I'm involved in, and so I had to go to church today and do all those activities, and then the kids went to winter jam. So back home now, I've got a little bit of cleanup in the kitchen that I got to do from some food I made and some chicken stock that I had made over the last 2 days. So I need to get in there and clean some of that up real quick. But Mike was like, "Can you make me a sandwich?" He hadn't eaten anything, so I went in there and made him a sandwich first. But so I'll get to the cleanup in a minute. But I think he and I are actually going to go grab a bite to eat together since we're kid-free tonight. Spend a little bit of time together because he's been working so much, not just at work, but outside here on the Brooder project. And I've been filming a lot of that. But when he's been working at night out here, I haven't been because I've got stuff that I, have to get to as well. And so, and also with the real cold weather, my arthritis has been cranky a little bit. So, and also I have been clenching my jaws. I mean, I've always, I guess, done that, but it's gotten worse. And I actually cracked both of my mouth guards. And so I have to go back to the dentist on Monday to get that squared away. I actually woke up, it was so bad the other night. I woke up and I could feel like this, like to the touch hurt. And my whole brain felt like it was on fire. So I had to take some Motrin for that and try to get it to calm down. So busy couple of days with that, but he's made a lot of progress on the Brooder. We worked on it Saturday, pretty much all day. And so you'll see the electrical progress. It was mostly electrical that we did that day, but we did a couple other things in there. So you'll see that progress on Tuesday's video on 3 Mississippi. Frankie got in there and pulled the wire and, pre-drilled the holes and pulled the wire and got all the boxes in, and Mike got some of the other pieces in place, and he's been out there since yesterday when we finished last night. Frankie had a banquet to go to last night, so I had to help her get ready for that. And I was in there, cooking dinner, so he had food to eat when he came in. I made some split pea soup and some broccoli and some chickpeas and all that good stuff. But and prepped the stuff for Sunday lunch that I was bringing today. But he got some of the insulation in, finished part of the flooring, and I think what the goal is now, because we don't know when these birds are coming. That's the big question now, because they got delayed by a week, our meat birds and our laying hens that are coming this time. Because they got delayed by a week, they could end up being delayed longer. Because the ban on shipping birds went through the 24th, which is like tomorrow, I think. Or today, I guess, as you guys are seeing this on Monday. So potentially we could get them this week, by the end of the week. My gut is telling me it's going to take an extra week because they're going to have to fulfill orders like double. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up, what they're able to do. But I think instead of having, he'll have it far enough along by then regardless that I can at least set up the temporary brooder, which you guys can't see it because it's just off camera, but the watering trough, God, you really can't see it. Well, there's a water trough over here. And you can hear it at least. I'll put that in there and the electrical will be hooked up and I can plug it in. And they'll be able to be enclosed, but some of the finishing touches won't be in there yet. And if that happens, that's okay. You know, when they're the first couple weeks, it's not the end of the world, and then we'll have time in between. Because I think I'm pretty sure what's going to end up happening is I think I'm going to cancel the second order of birds, or at least have a couple week gap in between, in case we do need to really, really finish the inside for whatever reason. So we'll see how it goes. You know, it's hard. Mike works full time on top of everything we do here. So he doesn't have Monday through Friday to just work on it, you know, and he puts in a lot of hours after work that you guys might not see because I don't film it, because I might be running the kids somewhere or making dinner and doing laundry, and so I'm not out there filming him when he's working on it. But you know, there's definitely a lot of extra hours that he's putting in after he's put in a full day at his regular job. So I know a couple people were kind of giving him a hard time on, you know, not having it done yet. And, you know, he's not a full-time YouTuber. He's not a full-time, you know, farmer. He's got another job on top of everything he tries to do here. And he did get his seed starts done the other night. And he's in between, he's doing all these other things that also need to get done. So he's, you know, and he's trying to sleep, you know, a few hours a night on top of all that, and spend some time with his kid, and when we're not just working, and spend some time with his wife when we're not just filming or doing whatever. So, you know, those things are important too. So sometimes things take a little longer for us because we're not in that position where we are, you know, I guess technically I'm a full-time YouTuber, but, you know, he's not. And so, you know, it's hard because there's some stuff that like you know, I can't do without him, and vice versa. So we make it work together. And that's one of the reasons why I think we're a good team. But I feel like I owe him a special dinner or something when this is finished, because he's really been putting in the hours on this brooder for me, and really, really been working to get it done. And I was relieved on his behalf when they did delay it by a week, because, you know, here we had all this awful weather, and he was like stressing about, you know, the one day that we were going to have nice weather was like only during the day, and he had to work. And he was like, how am I going to get this done? Like, there's no time, and we're going to have rain this weekend and rain this day and freezing temps this day, and this is going on. And so he was getting a little stressed. So I'm glad that kind of bought him a little extra time to get it done. But, you know, it's all good. It's all good. And it happens. Sometimes things happen for a reason, and it's a blessing in disguise, you know. So he's out there working on it now. And I'll get out there and film some of it. But I just wanted to give you guys that update. Are you coming back up? Are your feet wet on my jeans now? Thank you. He loves to get on my lap and when he walks through a puddle. It's like his favorite thing to do. Yeah. But anyway, and he's gone. But yeah, so it's coming along. I can't wait for you guys to see it completely finished, but it's mostly finished. They got a lot done yesterday together, and then Frankie had to stop working at like 3:30 to get ready to leave for her banquet, and he kept working, and he didn't come in. I don't even know what time he came in last night. I think he was done around 11. So he worked. I think he ended up working like 12 hours yesterday on it, mostly by himself. So he's definitely He's definitely putting in the work. So he gets bonus husband points for that for sure, definitely. So, but anyway, guys, that's all I have to report so far. That's what's going on behind the scenes. Mike has been burning the midnight oil trying to get this brooder finished, and you know, we're just kind of waiting for word from the hatchery as to when these birds may actually ship to be here. And in between all of that, I'm, you know, hunting for sheep. And I found some that they haven't dropped yet, but they're closer to me by a lot. Which if I don't have to drive, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours to go get these lambs, that's even better. So I did find somebody that's a lot closer, and I think that's probably the route we're gonna go. But we are gonna go check out one of the auctions that's not too far from us next month. Just to kind of see what it's like, because you know, we could potentially be selling some sheep at auctions in the next few years, and then also to see if there's any sheep there that we want to buy. You know, and I am hesitant to buy sheep from an auction. You know, parasites and things like that kind of tend to run a little bit more rampant, sort of like a daycare for your kids where they all get sick. Same thing with any kind of, you know, auction or sale barn like that. You have to be a little bit more careful of that sort of thing. However, this is set up a little bit differently, so I think we might have actually pretty good luck there. And it's not too far. I think it's like, at most, it's an hour and a half away. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how we like it. They do it once a month, where they also have sheep and goats. So I think we'll check the one in March out, which unfortunately it's Frankie's birthday weekend. So we'll have to make sure we're back in time to do birthday dinner that night with her friends. And then that Monday I have to take her to go get her learner's permit. Blows me away. I blinked and she grew up into this beautiful, young, hardworking lady. Where did the time go? I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's what's going on in our little hamlet here. And I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're having a blessed beginning to your week. And yeah, that's it. So as always, guys, remember, stay blessed and safety's off. Right, Bunko? Bunko says it. I'm going to launch you when I stand up. It's going to launch you. He's on the arm of the chair. I'm holding it down with the other side. Okay, there we go.